Hello, everybody. It's SLUSHIE, and today we're going to be taking a look at Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday.
Horror has many faces. Death wears many different masks. But pure evil wears only one. And this is your final chance to see it. Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday.
So I'm not going to beat around the bush for this review. I simply love Jason Goes to Hell. I have no faults with this movie whatsoever. Honestly, it's almost pointless to do a review of this movie simply because I love it so much and I have no negatives. I do not like making movie reviews where I have no negatives for it. Where I do have an interesting story for this movie, though, is same situation with Friday the 13th Part 5 and also Halloween 3. I used to hate it when I was younger. I watched it once whenever I was about 8 years old. Absolutely hated it. Watched it for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. Saw Jason get blown to shit, and I was done with it. Hated it. Didn't watch it for years because it just pissed me the fuck off. And then I think it was about 2017, 2018. I was in Walmart and I saw the movie collection for Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X for $3.74. And I was like, hell, for that price, might as well. Might as well grab it. So I got it and watched it literally that night. Loved it. I don't know what the difference was. Maybe it's just I've gotten older and I've understood certain things and I appreciated it more for what it is compared to when I was a kid and I just expected Jason. As I got older though and I watched it in 2017, 2018, I was obsessed. I was like, this is amazing. It's the most ambitious film in the series. It actually tries to be different without being overly different, like Friday the 13th Part 8 that just said, you know what, in our way of being different, we're just going to take the shit to Manhattan or fake Manhattan because most of it's filmed in Canada. Not that I have anything against Canada. I have many friends from Canada. I love Canada. You guys are awesome. But the fact that this movie spends more time in fake New York in Canada than real New York pisses me off. And I hate that movie for that reason. This movie takes place in Crystal Lake, around Crystal Lake for at least most of the movie. A part of it is in Ohio. Jason, for the most part, stays in the general area of Crystal Lake for almost the entire movie, or Jason, I should say. So it's a complicated story. It's a very unique story by Adam Marcus, Dean Lorey, and Jay Hewley. I have no complaints for what they did whatsoever. It's, again, the most ambitious story, the most ambitious film in this entire series that actually strived to be something more than just a killer in a hockey mask butchering people. It did so many things differently. Without spoiling the movie, there's body hopping. The body hopping, while a lot of people find it ridiculous, I think it's a unique way to add something to the franchise. And also the Necronomicon from Evil Dead movies is in this movie, and it's almost like an origin story for Jason, to be honest, because it's in the Voorhees home. So you go ahead and figure, did Pamela use the Necronomicon Book of the Dead to bring Jason back? Because it's a possibility, and that's a crazy thing. Here we are in the ninth movie, and these guys have the balls to try to explain Jason in the ninth movie. 8 films prior, 8 films came before this film, and finally they have the courage to do an origin story essentially to Jason. Because the Necronomicon being in the Voorhees home can answer so many different fucking things. And so again, Adam Marcus, Jay Hewley, Dean Lorey, you guys are all geniuses for what you did. By the way, Adam Marcus is an amazing guy. Love the dude. He's a guy who really appreciates his fans. And I'm a big fan of him. Not even just for Jason Goes to Hell, but he also directed my second favorite Texas Chainsaw film, Texas Chainsaw 3D. It's an amazing film. I don't give a fuck what people say about it. They say the timeline's fucked up. I don't give a shit. I love it. You guys, you did amazing on that. You did amazing on Jason Goes to Hell. And I honestly cannot wait to see more horror films from you. I hope you get attached to like a major production and you actually get to make one that goes to theaters. I would love that. By the way, I also love the look of Jason in Jason Goes to Hell. Once again, played by Kane Hodder for the third time, first person in this entire series to play Jason 3 times. It was a record. And he looks amazing. The skin has like formed around the mask. The mask has become embedded into his face, which is crazy and almost, it's kind of disturbing. Like he's had this mask on for so fucking long. It's like sticking inside his skin. It's horrifying. It's freaky. And Kane again has that. He has that. I don't want to call him. I feel like bulky is a bad word because it makes him sound fat. But he is a big guy, And so he's very intimidating in that right. So he has this big, bulky chest, and he's very hulking. And I think that not only does it make him unique, it also provides more of a threatening vibe because he's this huge guy, and you see him coming after you, you're gonna piss your pants. The score in this movie by Harry Manfredini, it's honestly, I'd go as far to say it's the best in the entire series. To me, it just hits the right notes for this movie. The soundtrack was just perfect for the movie. And then Stephen Williams as Creighton Duke was amazing. Loved Creighton Duke. All of the female characters were fantastic. Diana, Jessica. For some reason, I'm spacing on the waitress's name, but she was also amazing too. I loved it. And Steven, of course, the main character, he was also amazing. He's just a guy that's really trying to get to know his baby, and he just feels so bad about it, and just wants to. He's trying so hard. Amongst all the shit that's happening around him, Jason being resurrected and coming back as different characters, he goes through a whole shitstorm to try to get to his baby and try to, finally get to know his baby. And so it's just a crazy story, and to me, it's just so more ambitious than all the other films. And the reason why I think this movie failed, it's not because it's a bad movie. I think people just weren't expecting what Jason Goes to Hell is. Like when I saw it for the first time, I was like, "What the fuck am I watching here?" Jason just got blown up. Why? The ending is also amazing. I also love the work print ending. To me, it added a little bit something more to the scene, and who knows? It could have been even more suspenseful if they had music going along with it. But instead, he's just grunting while reaching through the jungle gym, and to me, that's really spooky. It's pretty creepy to be trapped in the middle while this hulking being, otherwise known as Jason, is like lunging out at you, trying to grab you and shit. It's pretty freaky. So, anyways, what do I give Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday? Out of 10? Dude, don't even have to ask me. It gets a solid 10 out of 10. You know what? In fact, I'll give it a 20 out of 10. 20 out of 10, because Friday the 13th Part 7 got a 10 out of 10. This doesn't deserve to have the same number as that. It deserves way more. 20 out of 10. I don't care if I'm breaking the ranking system. 20 out of 10 for Adam Marcus's Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Dude, you created a masterpiece. I'm so thankful that you did. And I'm so thankful that you were gutsy enough to make this movie. And again, the whole Necronomicon thing, it's very ballsy to try to explain Jason in the 9th film. Most people do that by like the 2nd, maybe even 1st film, and you guys had to do this in the 9th film. Just round of applause to you guys for having the guts to do that. I know I have a very unpopular opinion. This is one of the most hated movies in the series. It's gained a cult classic though, which I'm very happy to see, but still, so many people despise this movie, and I'll never understand it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell to get notified anytime I make a video or stream. Keep up to date with the channel. So I have some crazy going on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.